Imagine having a brilliant business idea but no funds to bring it to life. Sounds challenging, doesn't it? Indeed, funding is the lifeblood of any startup. It's the fuel that transforms innovative ideas into tangible realities. But securing funds? Now that's a different ballgame entirely. It's often a steep uphill battle, fraught with challenges. You need to find investors who not only have the financial capacity, but also an understanding of your vision, a belief in your potential. And let's not forget that these investors need to be reliable, trustworthy. All too often, new companies find themselves in a catch-22 situation. They need funds to grow, but they can't grow without funds. It's like trying to scale a mountain that's always growing taller. But what if we told you that there is a solution to this, and it lies in EU funding? That's right, the European Union might just be the lifeline your startup needs. EU funding, an often overlooked but highly beneficial source of funding for startups, is our topic today. So what exactly is EU funding? Simply put, it's a pool of money allocated by the European Union to support various projects and initiatives across its member states. The purpose of EU funding is multifold. It's designed to promote innovation, sustainable growth, and economic development across the continent. EU funding can be a game changer for many businesses. It supports a wide array of sectors, from tech startups dreaming of the next big thing, to green initiatives aiming to make the world a better place, to small and medium-sized enterprises seeking to expand their operations. This financial support can be a lifeline for startups, often providing them with the necessary capital to grow and thrive in a competitive marketplace. And the best part? It's not a loan, so there's no need to worry about paying it back. Sounds like a great opportunity, doesn't it? But how does one apply for it? Step 1 in applying for EU funding is identifying the right program for your startup. Embarking on this journey, you'll quickly realize that there's a myriad of EU funding programs available. Each program comes with its unique set of objectives, criteria, and benefits. It's like entering a candy store with an array of delightful treats on display. The challenge is choosing the one that best suits your taste. Imagine you're developing a green technology startup. Programs like LIFE or Horizon Europe might be your best bet. These programs prioritize sustainability and technological innovation. On the other hand, if you're in the digital sector, the Digital Europe program could provide the funding needed to push your startup to the forefront of the digital revolution. Now let's say you're in the health sector, working on a groundbreaking medical solution. The health program could be your golden ticket, focusing on improving health systems and fostering innovation in healthcare. As you can see, the EU offers a plethora of programs, each tailored to specific sectors and goals. But remember, it's not just about finding a program that aligns with your sector. It's about finding a program that aligns with your startup's mission, vision, and long-term objectives. The importance of this alignment cannot be overstated. It's like finding a dance partner. You could both be stellar dancers, but if your rhythms don't sync up, you might end up stepping on each other's toes. The same principle applies here. Your startup and the chosen funding program should move in harmony, supporting and complementing each other towards a shared goal. So how do you find this alignment? Well, it's about doing your homework. Study the programs, understand their objectives, and weigh them against your startup's goals. It's a process of research, reflection, and sometimes a bit of trial and error. But remember, the effort you put into this step will lay the foundation for your funding journey. It's like plotting your course on a map before setting sail. It can make the difference between smooth sailing and drifting aimlessly in the open sea. Once you've identified the right program, you're ready for the next step. Step 2 involves preparing a compelling application. Now that you have identified the right EU funding program, it's time to focus on your application. Crafting a persuasive application is an art. It's your opportunity to convince the funding body that your project is worth investing in. This is not the time to be modest. Be bold and make a strong case for your business. Firstly, a solid business plan is key. It's not enough to have a great idea. You need to show that your business is viable and capable of turning that idea into a successful venture. Your business plan should outline your business model, marketing strategy, and financial projections. It should be clear, concise, and compelling. Remember, your business plan is the backbone of your application. Next, you need to provide a clear description of your project. This is where you detail what you plan to do with the funding, how it aligns with your business objectives, and how it contributes to the EU's goals. Be specific, use concrete examples and hard facts. This is your chance to shine, to show the potential of your project and its impact. Finally, your application must include a detailed budget. Here, you need to break down how you plan to use the funding. The budget should include cost estimates for each aspect of the project, from personnel costs to equipment purchases. It should also include a contingency plan for unexpected expenses. Remember, the funding body wants to see that you will use their resources wisely and responsibly. But remember, while these elements are crucial, they're not the only things that matter. Your application should also reflect your passion, your drive, and your vision. It should show that you're not just looking for funding, but that you're committed to making a difference. So, take your time. Do your research, write, revise, and polish. Your application is your ticket to funding, so make it count. With a well-prepared application, you're ready to move to the final step. The final step is to submit your application. Now we're on the home stretch. But don't rush this part, as it's just as crucial as the rest. You're probably wondering where to submit your application. Well, typically submissions are made through the online portal of the specific EU funding program you've identified. Each program has its own dedicated portal, so make sure you're on the right one. Now let's talk about the how. Once you're on the correct portal, you'll need to create an account. This is fairly straightforward. Just follow the prompts, verify your email, and you're good to go. Once you have an account, you can start the submission process. Look for a button or link that says Submit Application or something similar. Click on it, and you'll be guided through the process. Here's a pro tip. Don't leave this for the last minute. The submission process can take longer than you think, especially if there's a high volume of traffic on the portal. So, plan ahead and submit your application well before the deadline. Now, before you hit that final Submit button, take a moment to double-check everything. We can't stress this enough. Make sure all your details are correct and all required documents are attached. Remember, the people reviewing your application don't know you or your business. They'll rely solely on the information you provide. So, make sure it's complete and accurate, and don't forget to save a copy of your submission. This is important for your records and for any follow-ups you may need to do. Once you've double-checked everything, it's time to submit your application. Take a deep breath, click that Submit button, and there you go. Now, all you have to do is wait. The review process can take some time, so be patient. In the meantime, you can start planning your next steps. Congratulations! You've successfully applied for EU funding. You've taken a significant step towards securing the funds you need to grow your business. Well done! Let's take a moment to recap what we've learned today. We kicked off our journey by understanding the challenge of funding, especially for new companies. We grasped the reality that, for many startups, securing financial support is one of the most significant hurdles to overcome. However, we also recognize that it's a hurdle worth overcoming, as financial backing can make or break the success of a startup. Next, we dove into the world of European Union funding. We discovered the plethora of opportunities that the EU provides to new businesses. From research and development to innovation and expansion, the EU offers an array of funding programs that can give your startup the boost it needs to thrive. Moreover, we noted that EU funding comes with the added benefit of credibility. Having the backing of such a prestigious institution can significantly enhance your startup's reputation. Then we broke down the process of applying for EU funding into 3 manageable steps. First, we learned about the importance of identifying the right EU funding program. We stressed the need to carefully research and select a program that aligns with your startup's goals and needs. We also highlighted the importance of understanding the eligibility criteria to ensure your startup qualifies for the chosen program. The second step we discussed was preparing your application. We learned that a well-crafted application can significantly increase your chances of securing funding. We emphasized the importance of demonstrating the potential impact of your startup, outlining a clear business plan and providing a solid financial forecast. Finally, we walked through the process of submitting your application. We underscored the need to pay close attention to deadlines and ensure that all required documents are submitted in a timely and organized manner. With this guide, your dream of securing funding for your startup is one step closer to becoming a reality. Good luck!